It's a disease that millions of Canadians suffer from, and for some it can be deadly. But for the first time in Western Canada, people living with severe asthma are being offered a new treatment, one that could make the illness more manageable.
So I went to the parking attendant where, as you exit, and I'd written a message saying, call 911, I need an ambulance.
It was 7 years ago that Martin Bint was picking his daughters up from the airport when he suffered the worst asthma attack of his life.
By the time I got to the airport, I could barely breathe, I could barely stand, I was so breathless I couldn't talk.
Bint always managed his asthma by using an inhaler.
Maybe 5 to 10 times a day, which is quite high.
But after that serious attack in 2012, he underwent a special treatment called bronchial thermoplasty.
So very small.
Catheters with heated metal tips like this one were inserted into the swollen airways inside his lungs.
So you can just imagine you have a catheter touching the airway wall, applying heat. It doesn't burn the airway, but that heat will change the structure of the airway wall such that the muscle loses its propensity and ability to constrict. And ultimately that means less constriction, less tightness, less symptoms, and less asthma attacks.
Since then, I've not had one attack. I've not had to have one single course of prednisone or steroids, and it's got to the point that I hardly ever use my inhaler. I don't even carry it with me.
Bronchial thermoplasty has been around for over a decade, but is just now being offered publicly in Western Canada at Surrey Memorial Hospital. The procedure is made up of 3 30-minute sessions done over the course of 2 months.
And once it's done, you're done forever. And again, what we're seeing so far is long-term benefits in asthma control after a single set of procedures.
1 in 10 Canadians suffers from the chronic disease, which causes wheezing, shortness of breath, and chest tightness. While it's not a cure, doctors hope this effective treatment will become widespread so more asthmatics can breathe easy.
I'm just so grateful that others can now get also the benefit that I received 7 years ago.
In Vancouver, Travis Prasad, City News.
I think this might reaffirm certain biases that people have around immigration, some certain assumptions they have around immigrants.
Canada's anti-immigration sentiment seems to be rising, especially online following Don Cherry's remarks. Ahead, what this means for Canadians.